Hey everyone, it's Randy. Just giving you a little bit different scenery here. I'm just in a hotel here for business. I'm leaving this morning. But I just wanted to talk a little bit again about the dating site, or dating sites, I should say. Still getting more of that weird phenomenon where the guy insults me, says he lashes out over nothing because he gets frustrated with something that has nothing to do with me and everything to do with him, and it's totally unexplainable. And then he comes back and then keeps looking at my profile again. Weirdness. Another thing that's new that I hadn't experienced before is a guy saying that he wants to meet, and then I say yes, okay, let's do it, let's meet. Okay, and remember, this is just a meeting. It doesn't mean anything to me. I don't get all excited. I don't get all like hopeful or anything, because meeting people is just, that's it. That's all it is. It's meeting people for the first time. Most of the time I never see them again because I don't want to. Or maybe they don't want to see me. It's fine. That's just par for the course. That's just what happens. I accept that. So I never get hopeful, but I am open. I'm open to certain ones meeting. I mean, to me, I think it's no big deal to do that. But when I say yes, let's do it, I've been finding that isn't good enough for the man, for me to just say yes. I have to like beg, or I have to like show that I'm really invested in this meeting. Like, for example, and this is just one, there's more than one, but one of them's just said, something like, you don't sound too excited about it, or I said, sure. I say like, sure, why not? Because it's casual to me. It's a casual acceptance of just meeting somebody. It's not a big deal. They want it to be a big deal for me. I mean, if I don't show that it's a huge deal for me, and that there's some big investment for me already when I haven't even laid eyes on the person, don't know him from Adam, and if I don't show the big investment and a lot of excitement, I mean, in my messaging, that I just can't wait, and this is going to be great, and oh wow, finally, after all these communications, after all these hours, days, weeks, or even months, we're finally going to meet, and I don't show enough enthusiasm through the messaging, then they drop off. Or I had this one say, well, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm willing. Why not? Let's do it. I mean, to me, that sounds pretty like open. It's like a clear yes. And then they come back with, well, that's not good enough. Your response, you don't really sound too excited about it. Excuse me? That's as good as it gets, people. It's not getting any better than that, because I'm not in a fantasy land that meeting somebody one time is going to be like the solution to every problem I've ever had. It's going to be like this true love, and oh, let me buy a new outfit for it, and you know, anticipating what this quote date is going to be. Anybody who does that, I mean, I guess if you're communicating with somebody forever online before you meet, and you quote develop this close relationship which online, which I don't really see how you can. Not a romantic relationship, a friendship, yeah, sure, but maybe you'd get excited about meeting the person, but mostly it's all in your mind. I mean, this is a fantasy. It's a fantasy in your mind that you've created, knowing nothing about the person except some words that they type on the computer. And lately I've been finding that when I don't show enough enthusiasm about meeting, then it's like, oh, no, forget it. You're not excited enough about it. It's like, what the hell? I mean, is that like games, or is that low self-esteem on his part, or what? I mean, who knows? You can't figure this stuff out. But it is a fairly new thing that's been happening, that my not showing enough enthusiasm has actually, ended a possible meet before it could even start. And yeah, this room's pretty boring. I'm gonna go to breakfast, return the rental car, and I'll be home by 3 o'clock this afternoon. Well, thanks for listening.